I've been trying to move on from my breakup, not in a dramatic way, just in the sense of letting it be something that mattered a lot to me and knowing that it impacted me and just trying my best to acknowledge that while moving forward. And I've noticed that there's all this social energy that I put towards her, and now that she's not really in my life anymore, I need to put that energy towards somewhere. So, today I'm just gonna be thinking about how exactly I've been doing that, and I just farted. I'm gonna try to finish the XP farm. And when I say finish the XP farm, I mean work on it and not finish it because it's 1:52, or I don't know how you guys say it, but basically midnight, way beyond midnight actually, 1:52 a.m. And I really just want to get this video done uh before the D-Day. So this swimming takes so long, by the way. I should just bring a boat. But last video we needed slabs for this part here, so we're gonna take slabs. And I just realized I put chests up there, and it was very stupid of me not to just put all the stuff in there, you know? Like, I thought there was like what's it called? Like the pillager groups, you know, the one that spawn near your spawn point and then like they try to kill you. Um, alright, let's just talk about my like current state right now. Um, I think when during the relationship, I simply didn't have the emotional capacity to like handle being in a relationship, and that's not her fault. I've mentioned that, and that is true. It's not her fault. None of it is her fault. But essentially, when you're in a relationship, you need to spend more time and more of your focus on her, you know, on the other person, on the other side. And when you do that, it takes the time and focus away from your friends and from, you know, your other people. And basically, when that happens, you know, you might seem more introverted, you might seem more passive, and I feel like that's one of the main reasons that I am introverted. Uh, Technically, I am a mix. I can be extroverted, I can be introverted, depending on the situation, which I feel it's turning nighttime, I'm just gonna go sleep, which I feel applies to everyone, or at least most people, you know, most people, they're dynamic. Everyone's dynamic. And like maybe you speak more or less depending on whether you like the topic or whatever. And basically that's me. But I was more aligned towards being introverted, and that was because I just could not focus on my social connections and whatever. So like when I'm with my family or when I'm with my friends or just people in general, I seem really passive and I'm not present because I need to be present for someone else, her. And now that she's gone, I've been trying to reintegrate into social life, and I can now focus more on people, and that's, you know, that's a good thing. Not a good thing in the sense that the relationship was a bad thing. I mean, the state that I was at certainly was bad, but it wasn't her fault. I think it was mine, but I'm not gonna try to like excessively blame myself. But like essentially, um, it's like, you know, I just didn't have the emotional capacity, and I'm not trying to justify that. It wasn't right of me to do that, but moving forward, I'm gonna try my best to improve and to ensure that I will have a sufficient emotional capacity so that when I do go back into a relationship, which might happen, may or may not happen, it's gonna go just fine, and I'm gonna be able to balance how I speak with between my relationship, my family, and my friends. Yeah. This isn't even scripted, by the way. I'm genuinely acknowledging my thoughts, but there's some islands there. I'm genuinely like doing my best and acknowledging my thoughts. It's midnight and somehow I I feel like I have assessed my thoughts pretty well there. Um, I mean, what else can I say? It's like uh, I should probably place like a water bucket up here instead of having to place blocks each time. I'm really stupid. This is my first time building this too. One, two, three, four, five, six. So yeah, so we need seven. And we're gonna need to do this for every single side. And then we place two block high walls, like above these blocks. Like, this air block here, I'm gonna build two blocks above it. Yeah. Um, I mean, what else do I even have to say? That was my thought, so Uh, I've been thinking about that, and I've also been trying to apply it into life. And I feel like now I feel closer than ever with my friends. And I'm not as quiet, because I'm not as affected by the grief of a breakup anymore. And I feel like I'm doing better. I can acknowledge that, and I'm glad that I can do that. Um, Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just need two more, and then now we place blocks like so. Here and then here. I might actually hold up. I almost dropped down. Let's move this here. Yeah, over here, and then we place some more over here. I didn't even mention like what my goal was. My goal was just to continue the XP farm. But once I feel like it, I'm probably just gonna end this video. Yeah, so let's just put blocks here. Do I actually have to place blocks here? Okay, let's not focus on that right now. Let's just make the walls, and then once I'm done with the walls, we think about these parts, and then yeah. And of course, I feel for whatever reason I feel the need to acknowledge that uh these videos are boring actually, and this isn't even related to like me trying to reintegrate socially, but I've been noticing that like these videos, they're not catered to the way YouTube has videos. Videos on this platform are typically dopamine driven and like they're performance driven, so they're optimized, and some of them are not bad, but the thing that I'm trying to go for is slow, and it's gonna take time. So if you guys are checking in and you guys have reached up until this point in the video, I'd really appreciate it if you guys continue watching tomorrow's video, or like just stick around for a little bit, and then once you get bored you can move on. Okay, I'm done with these parts. I'm gonna look at what I need to do afterwards, and then I'll continue. Alright, so we do need to place blocks here. So let's just do this. Let's just mine this. Bye bye block. And let's do the same over here. Yeah. So as I was saying about this channel being boring, that's also sort of the whole point. If you're new to this channel, and you probably are, um, basically this channel is an experiment, and I'm just doing stuff for fun, and I'm seeing how it affects me. And so far, I've been seeing positive effects. This whole channel is a form of journaling, and I feel like this stupid green blob looking thingy that I made in like less than 1 minute has given me a sense of identity that I've eventually learned to be proud of. So, you know, things are going well. And moving forward, I'm trying to make the best out of things. Okay, so we need to play slaps here. I don't even know why I spoke. Let's just fill all of these up with slaps, and then you know what? I'll probably just end the video here. Once I fill all of these things in, um, and I'm gonna not edit at all. Yeah. Also, these videos, um, if anyone's even watching here, these videos they're not supposed to be edited because like it it increases the workload by a ton and it also doesn't even match what I'm going for. Like I'm just trying to be honest. I'm not trying to like how do I say it? Like if you see me struggling to create a thought, that's part of this, you know. So like I'm trying to go for as little editing as possible unless maybe I go for like long periods of time without making a interesting thought or just any thought in general. This doesn't even have to be interesting, but I'm trying my best to make things interesting and maybe if future me one day happens to look back to this specific video, which if you are, hello, then that's nice, like hello, this is where I was during this time, and like look at yourself now. What has changed? Have you changed for the better? And like, do you feel good about this specific time? So I'm probably gonna scatter a lot of questions to myself in like many of these videos, and eventually maybe I'm gonna look back into these videos and then I'll think back on the good days because these are genuinely pretty good days. Yeah. Uh, so we're supposed to put slaps here as well, and then you know what? Let's just yeah, we're done with this particular part of the XP farm. I know progress is slow, but uh I'm still putting the work in. And eventually this is gonna be done and then we can move forward and hopefully progress speeds up a little bit. So yeah, that's all for today's video. I hope you guys found this interesting. I hope I found this interesting. Um yeah, that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. Nice sunset. Sun setting. Yeah.